to express my appreciation for the Peace Island Institute and to Mr. Mehmet Kilic. You always show to us that you're an excellent host. And I take this opportunity to thank you and all your team for organizing an excellent trip recently to California, where we learned about your activities more and had the privilege to understand a Turkish culture and tradition on a spot and a better way down there in California. Mr. Hodesh, I also want to thank you for the introduction remarks and interesting introduction remarks. And also I have a privilege to be today with my three colleagues, ambassadors of Montenegro, Croatia, and Serbia. It's, I have to say that it's encouraging, very encouraging, that despite the current issues with the global maintenance of the peace and security and economic and financial challenges what is facing European Union countries, there is still significant interest for the enlargement and to put the countries of the Western Balkans under the umbrella of the European Union as soon as possible. This is even more important because when we are looking to our countries of Western Balkan, we have to make one important consideration that these countries are not only and have been only the countries who have a transition period from one system to another. That's the country, most of that from Western Balkan, except Albania, and if we're talking of this region, and except Turkey, who are the post-conflict and post-war countries. And in that sense, in that case, the burden of the countries of Western Balkan, it's even greater, especially compared to the countries from Eastern Europe, who became earlier the members of the European Union, or, for example, the former Soviet Union countries, who are now the members of the European Union, or some countries who had very peaceful dissolution, like it was the case of Czechs and Slovakia. In that sense, although, because excuse me, Ambassador Stjepanovic, he talked about the recent history in the sense of our tragic recent history, and it's the subject today. It's not that we are talking about that. It's like European integration and looking to the future of our region and our respective countries. I have to say that all the countries of Western Balkan have this policy, and it's the main goal for them to be integrated in the European Union and Euro-Atlantic Association, to the NATO. Some of them, they're already in the NATO, etc., etc. That's the same for my country. But when we are looking to us collectively, what's the benefit of the closer integration to the European Union? What does that mean for the citizen in a process of accession and closeness to EU membership? What is the main benefit? It is many of the benefits, but I will just point out few. One is strengthening of the civilian society. What does that mean for us there? I don't need to explain too much, but you know that European Union is continuing to provide extensive support to civil society organization, and in their activities, for them is the main goal is strengthening democracy, respect for human rights, rule of law, policy of dialogue, reconciliation on the society divided by conflict. Another benefit what we already faced very much is liberalization of the visa regime. What's mean a visa-free traveling to European Union to our citizens? First of all, I could say, from their point of view, it means citizens not feeling any more isolated. They are the part of Europe. Yes, we are the part of Europe. By these measures, we really, again, feel like a part of Europe. It means also improvement of the movement, not only on the persons, but the goods, capital, and services. The second benefit, or third, what I was mentioned already, is Erasmus. Erasmus is the program for education programs for the young generation who could apply and go and be a part of the programs of the education inside of the European Union programs. We have after that protection benefits of closer integration to European Union. It's a protection of minorities and protection of rights in general, or, for example, a rule of law, fight against organized crime, what is crucial, and corruption, what is very often the case in transition society. When we are talking about the rule of law, we cannot forget, and especially in the presence of our distinguished Matthew Hodesh, cooperation with ICTY, and it's mean by the cooperation with ICTY, my country and the country of region say no to impunity, and that is also a big achievement, and that is something what we have really found like important thing. Also, I want to say something. Yes, Ambassador Stjepanovic, I remember when was Stability Pact in Sarajevo, and in that time, my country, my people, show once again that they could do in 21 days to the whole in which the Stability Pact was organized was a former Olympic hall, but was completely destroyed. In 21 days, we will build that. And in 21 days, we had all important world there in the spot in Sarajevo, in Bosnia, coming from Clinton to Mr. Djukanovic. Even you are in that time in part of the federation with Serbia. That's about Bosnia. Before I start to talk about Bosnia and Herzegovina and European Union. What is a goal, and what is really, as you know, we have a complex system, political system in my country. But all the parties agree that our common goal is to be a full member of European Union. And in this moment, unfortunately, we are only the potential candidate for the membership in the European Union. European Union has launched in 1999 Stabilization and Association process as the new format of integration policy for the Western Balkans countries, offering a closer, some kind of closer visibility of the integration. The commitment of my country, of Bosnia and Herzegovina, in this regard is evident through the harmonization of our standards and practices. These were forced by the European Union to us. But after that, after this CAP, we have another steps on our way to the European Union. One of the first steps to climb was the roadmap, consisting of 18 essential steps. Then there was a famous feasibility study with the 16 priority defining by European Commission, and who has to implementation only broadly, and we adopted. I know why I'm underlining this. We adopted 46 new laws, 27 new institutions. Following the processes achieved, the European Commission opened the negotiation with Bosnia and Herzegovina, signing SAAA, it's CAA, its Stabilization and Association Agreement in November 25th of 2005. That was signed in Luxembourg in 2008, and all European countries ratified the same, and it's process started, and we, till 2005, had a significant improvement and progress. The process, looking now, it's not halted, it's not stopped. For 5 years, we implemented a lot of things, but through I could say, through subcommittees for certain domains like agriculture, education, taxes, transport, etc., etc. But please allow me to explain to all of you here, to clarify why the SAA, this Stabilization Association Agreement, is not forced, and why we haven't still applied for the European Union candidate status. There were several issues that we overcome. We overcome several issues. But one, implementation of judgment of the European Court of Human Rights in Sejdić-Finci case, we didn't. The implementation of this judgment implies the change of our constitution and of the election law. Please mind that it's not easy task when we are talking about constitution. Our constitution is a part of peace agreement signed 1995 here in the United States of America in a military base in Dayton, Ohio. The Dayton Agreement was signed by all presidents, our president, and president of 3 neighboring countries who are here today. Annex 4 of Dayton Peace Agreement is Constitution of Bosnia and Herzegovina, which stated that only the constituent peoples, Bosniaks, Croats, and Serbs, can run for the presidency and upper house. It's mean House of People. And that is one of the reasons why we are still not clarified and we are not applied for the UN candidate status, and that is what is negotiation, very difficult negotiation in our country, continue in this sense. Let us not lose the sight of the most important issue, and that's European integration is a process does not only belong to political elite, but to the citizen of Bosnia and Herzegovina, and this process is also ownership, despite the political stalemate and serious economic challenges. The support of our citizens for the European future and integration is stable, as has been strong in last decade and not changed, not weakened. In their view, the membership of and will help for them. And I'm talking about the perspective of our citizens, will help them opening with new jobs, help fight corruption. That is always second what they are putting when you ask them why they want to be in European Union. And also increase, they think by that they will have a better education, etc., etc. But one thing they always said, that they are afraid that they will probably, if we integrate in, will have increased living costs for the people. Here I wish to mention that European Union established other ways to enhancing the cooperation with authorities in Bosnia and Herzegovina, such as instruction of structural dialogue on justice between Bosnia and Herzegovina and European Union, as well as high-level dialogue on accession process of BH on what was held on the 27th June last year. Then a roadmap with the precondition for Bosnia and Herzegovina application has been set out. What I want to underline now, maybe it's the presence of European Union family, I can say family, in Bosnia and Herzegovina, and what is going on now is a reinforced presence. What does that mean? When you are looking to the presence of the European Union in Bosnia and Herzegovina, we have so many different on a different way European Union is presented in my country. We so-called European Union family is DEIS, Delegation of the European Union. That's one. European Union Special Representative. The European Union forces, EUFOR, up there, 600 soldiers. European Union police mission, that's the only one what is ended last year in June 2012. And European Union monitoring mission, what was completed a few years ago. Why I'm saying that? It's mean European Union, it is presented in Bosnia and Herzegovina, and it is there and encouraging us that we have to continue on the way to be a full member of European Union. What I have to say that the process is not only our process. It's not only, whenever we talk about Bosnia, we have a lot of criticism that politician that doesn't do this and that. But I have to mention, the Europe is there. And that is our joint job. And each country is unique. Whatever we have and sharing history. But each of us sitting on this table, we have a different starting point for the certain integration. It is not one form. The form it is that we have to respect rule of law, that we have to do standardization. That is the form what we have to do. But each of our country is a specific case. And that is what sometimes we don't find understanding for Bosnia and Herzegovina when we sit and negotiate about some crucial things for our membership to the European Union. I just want to tell you, we have now the food was excellent. The European Union was entrusted by the delegation of the European Union was entrusted by Baroness Ashton to Peter Sorenson, and by decision of the Council of the European Union. And in Bosnia and Herzegovina, it's maybe interesting to say, we have one of the biggest delegation of the European Union. We have 92 people working in that delegation in Bosnia. I think we can only compete with the Serbia. They have, I don't know, Milan, if you have 100. We have 92 people, 92 staff working only for in one delegation. It's mean by that I hope so we will do the job better and quicker. I'm coming now to one thing what I think Šćepo already, my colleague ambassador from Montenegro already opened. That is what is for each of us, it's very important. That is a regional cooperation. Sincerely to tell here that regional cooperation is important, it's on some way understatement. Cooperation with our neighboring countries is a crucial and foreign policy priority. Of course, we cannot ask why. Why? Because of the good neighboring relationship, but also because of the European Union is closing down on us. Now, in this moment, we have 1,538 kilometers of our border. On the 1st of July, we will share 932 kilometers with the European Union. And remaining 3,057 kilometers and 248 will already share with European Union candidate countries. It means we are completely surrounded by European Union on one side with Croatia and the country who is on the process to be inside. One of the main challenges will be the movement of persons and goods after the Croatian accession. Therefore, we have held a meeting with our Croatian colleagues of different levels, experts and political levels, and there was a trilateral meeting held in Brussels, and we are trying to do some things to easiest for us to continue cooperation and movement of the person and the goods. But that's not the only reason why we will have and face some challenges. When we are talking about regional cooperation, also I want to just remind you that we have recently on the highest level meeting between the president of the presidency of Bosnia and Herzegovina, they visited Belgrade. A few days after that, we have a very important meeting in Ankara between the presidency of Bosnia and Herzegovina, Serbia and Turkey. We have many visits, cooperation on all levels with Montenegro, of course, and with Croatia. That I don't mention all of that. It will be too much now here. What Milorad said is this new initiative launched by Minister of Foreign Affairs of Montenegro's so-called Western Balkan 6 or G6. This is a new concept of joint performance of the Western Balkan countries aimed to intensify European Union integration. This concept has few crucial goals. A rapid integration into the European Union and close cooperation with the regional initiatives, and with the aim of balance and long-term economic development, permanent stability, stronger institution, founded rule of law, higher living standards of citizens, etc., etc. What is important that inside of this initiative is what you can find in the framework of enlargement. That's the fight against corruption and organized crime, close cooperation between these 6 countries of the migration, asylum, refugees, and possibly that we have some kind of border police or cross-border police, like Valpo. That was the name. I'm saying this initiative is sent to all our respective capitals. Our ministers and governments talking about this. This is very good initiative. All of them said that this initiative found a very positive base, but we will see how it will continue. And of course, in this negotiation about the initiative, it's very much inside is also the European Union with their goals in this sense. Croatia is joining the European Union, and we are very happy about that. Montenegro started negotiation last year. Serbia will probably, and they are opening the negotiation this year, and they are there. Bosnia and Herzegovina could only benefit from the exchange of the experience and opinions in negotiation with European Union and application, and we could continue to work with our neighboring countries in that regard. Regrettably, my country has not yet applied for as I explained, to the European Union candidate status, and is lagging behind other countries in the region. And should this status quo continue, it will be good not only for Bosnia and Herzegovina, but neither for the entire region, nor for the European Union. This was also reflected in the European Parliament resolution on Bosnia and Herzegovina adopted on 23rd May this year. In conclusion, I just want to say that, of course, for us it's important, and we will try to do the more extensive work on to be closer to the European Union benchmarks, what they put for the Bosnia, and we salute remaining some things what European Union in the last period sending to us, trying to speed us our process, but I will finish with something what is my personal opinion about what we have to do collectively. It is very often, a few nights ago, I was on listening some statements when one of the president from completely another part of the world, from Asia, said, "We are fighting not to have Balkanization of our region. And it is solely in our hands. Of all Balkan countries, not only Western Balkan countries, to change perspective of our respectable countries. Term Balkanization, which is very often used in negative context and with the prerogative of conflict and troublemaking, has to be changed into the positive one, has to be changed to the reconciliation, cooperation, living in harmony with the neighbors, something that we already had in our history. And we all have to work on this common goal. Thank you.